Why do deaf or hard of hearing people get mad or seem mad when I can't understand what they are needing? Should they be responsible for having tools on them for their disability since they move around having to deal with it all the time?
Well, this is a tricky one for me. So it's frustrating because, especially if they're going to a place of business, in the ideal world, the business would be prepared for a deaf or hard of hearing person to come in and serve them. They're just another human being. They're no different than any other human being, other than they have different needs. Somebody might need more help selecting a product, and a deaf or hard of hearing person just needs more communication assistance than other folks. So in the ideal world, yes, the business would have the tools needed to communicate with their deaf or hard of hearing person. The reasons and I'm not just going to put it with deaf and hard of hearing, people with disabilities get so frustrated with people not understanding or being able to work with us is because most likely that person has gone through a lot more than that one interaction in that day, and it's frustrating as hell to try to do normal things that normal people do on a daily basis and not be able to do it because things are inaccessible. So when you're thinking about that, yes, it's challenging. If you're going to the grocery store and everybody's like, sorry, don't have that, sorry, don't have that, sorry, don't have that, you're going to get frustrated as a human being. So this person trying to communicate with you is going to get frustrated as a human being. The second part of the question gets my blood boiling just a little bit, and that's because, once again, this person is putting the burden or the responsibility on the human being with the disability. So yes, we may have certain things that work for our disability, but often they're pieces of equipment that sometimes are too heavy to carry around. Sometimes need to plug in to certain things to work. Sometimes we don't, as far as I'm aware, unless it's a family member, most people who are deaf and hard of hearing don't have an ASL interpreter following them around everywhere they go. And so yes, if they have devices that make their lives easier, absolutely they'll carry them. But often those are very expensive, so there's a financial burden on that person. So yes, it should be the business's responsibility to have equipment. And yes, it is hard to keep up with. Yes, it's hard to keep up with technology. But just as we keep up with technology for other human beings, we should keep up with technology for people with disabilities. And that would make the world go around just a little bit easier.